Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Ushange Shenge Entertainment, and today we are back with yet another episode. What's the time? Yes, it is 7:30 in the morning on a Friday morning, guys. And as always, I am Usimpiwe Buthelezi and I am with my brother.
None other than Umbevu Wagashange. You come to another episode on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. Another episode of Shenge Entertainment. This is everyone for tuning in, for liking, subscribing, and ringing that notification bell every single Friday. You know what? You tuning in to every single one of our episodes. We actually appreciate that.
Definitely. We love having you guys here every Friday. In fact, when we're recording, we're starting to feel your presence here.
Definitely. For those guys that comment on our YouTube, that comment on our Facebook, that comment on our Instagram, we appreciate you guys. We say we appreciate you a lot. And yet another episode has come. So what are we talking about today, Simpiwe?
Oh, Kala, we're standing today. As it feels like it's Shayinda. What was it?
Hey, that's the weather. But yes, we're doing something different. We said, let's vibe ourselves out. So let's just stand for this episode.
I just mentioned the Ndab.
Yeah.
Dude, do you think, how do you feel about being a South African during this time? During this time where there's so many things that you see ain't that. Me personally, I'm so proud about being a South African. But being a South African is a bit tough. I won't lie.
I won't lie to you. I'm proud to be South African, or born to be South African, specifically Zulu.
Too much.
But here's the thing,
it is not easy.
Number one, petrol.
Petrol.
Yeah. We don't, like, guys, you can comment for us. Like, when you get a taxi, when you have a bus, when you petrol, when you get wasan. Like, what are we living in?
What people don't understand, petrol. It is not necessarily just a petrol so it only affects the urban mode. It affects everything.
The whole industry of cars.
Let's see, I saw an ad the other day. It's because 19 rand going to 20 rand.
Dude.
Do you know how much that is? It's 5 rand.
I paid out 5 rand. We cut Zoom my beds.
No. It wasn't that far.
But if you really think about it, 19 rand or 20 rand for a single.
It's too much. It's
ridiculous.
It's too much. But then
cost of living
is too high.
It's like, what can our political leaders do for us in this case? What can you guys do for us? I'm talking to the political leaders right now.
Yeah.
What can we do for you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not what for you. What can you do for us right now? Because we are struggling.
It is very hard. It is very hard.
It's not easy. We've got children in going to schools. We've got responsibilities, but yet you see one.
Not you.
Okay,
not children.
Not me. But
as a South African,
But I'm talking for the It's also 19 rand.
But I think it's 19 rand.
19 rand. It's also 19 rand. Taking taxis. A full tank. Okay, me, I drive an economical car.
Yeah, definitely.
I do drive an economical car.
What's the engine capacity?
1.2.
Okay.
So when I say I drive an economical car, I really mean that petrol, when we started out with the car, was 400 rand full tank.
Wow. And that was last year or the year before?
That was, I think, 2 years ago.
All right.
Right now, it went up to 700 rand. Can you understand that?
My car, it's 1.6.
Yeah.
I fill it up with 1.3, sometimes just a bit more than that. It is expensive to be a South African right now.
No, right now it's really expensive to be a South African. I can't say it enough.
Who has the power to change these things? Is it government or is it the upcoming government? What can we do to change these things? Is there anything we can do to change these things? I don't know, guys. Please comment, because to be honest, we are struggling as South Africans right now.
I do believe there's somebody that can change it.
Who?
Not somebody, but a group of people. It's those people that represent us in Parliament. I'm confident to say this. Those people that represent the normal citizen in Parliament, that sit there on those meetings and discuss our matters that are coming at the heart of the matter. So if they are sitting in those positions, they know they have to come to us and go to those platforms where, like for example, petrol.
Yeah.
Go to those suppliers of petrol and be like, by the way, as South Africans, this petrol price is ridiculous. So they have to represent us because we can't go directly there. We can't go to Sassos, we can't go to PP, we can't go to those type of companies. But they can go to these companies and be like, you know what, we know the economy has gone up in terms of the levies and the petrol price and everything like that. But let's think about this, the common South African, that they cannot afford the price of petrol that it is today. So what they need to do, they need to change up the structure of the petrol price. Because petrol prices increase the cost of living, the food. And now, Jobushu's Isinkwa is like 19 Rand. So this bread is 19 Rand. When has the bread ever been 19 Rand? We were sitting at 13 Rand for bread not a couple of months ago.
Let me say this. I might get crucified for this.
I
think we need to start exploring the option of intra-community trading. Where as a community, wena wenza mazambane, mina nenza makabishi, lona wenza maqanda, and we start trading intra-community. So we create our own economy.
I believe that will work 100% better than actually just simply saying the parliament members need to do their job in terms of making us live a better life. So intra-communication, it's called trading. What did they call it back in the day? They called it
bartering system.
Bartering system, that's the one. Back in the day, we used to barter. Like if you had cows or you have eggs, I have cows. I want your eggs, I have cows. I'll give you one egg for a group of chicken. Or
why we cook masing no one egg
one egg inkomo.
Yeah.
I will economically I sense Leon. Inkomo for iqanda. I hate sense. That doesn't make sense.
No.
It doesn't make sense. Okay.
One for one. One for one. One for one.
Ikuku for inkomo.
Okay, back.
But back to the subject.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna say, guys, I do believe if intra-community trading would work very much in our communities because it will give us the ability for us to trade
intra-community.
Yeah, intra-community. It will give us the ability to trade our own goods and it will help us to build a portfolio so that we can trade with other countries as well. That brings the GDP into the GDP. A gross domestic product, that will increase our GDP because now we are doing the trading and we are exporting more than we are importing. That will drop even the cost of living in terms of instead of having outside communities supplying us with the food, whatnot, we can supply other countries and then we start earning more and then we drop the price.
Supplying other countries. Let's start supplying ourselves.
I know.
Before everything, focus on ourselves.
Yeah.
Make sure you're right.
Yeah.
And then if you've got extra,
yeah,
look into the other person.
Yeah.
I honestly feel with him. I had a conversation with him the other day about intra-community trading. We can create our own economy if we start developing that. We start trading. In fact, we only go outside of our communities to make imali.
Yeah.
To go work wherever we work. But when it's time to buy goods, we buy within the community. However, the community has a... Excuse me, sorry about that.
Yeah.
The community has a responsibility to ensure that if you are supplying some goods, you need to make sure that you supply them to the best of your ability.
So service is really important when it comes into servicing the intra-community trading.
Yes.
So service, when I supply a good, I must supply the best good and not just give a random, not even a random, but what you call an average good. But that also builds the economy as a whole, because that builds up the trust, is saying that if I go to Ushenge for inkomo and I give Ushenge imbuzi, I'm giving the best of my quality and you giving the best of your quality, so that when we trade, We know ukuthi inkomo yakhe izongilasta noma izonginikeza inyama ezoba sustainable for noma it's going to be enough for me, for my family or for the community that I live in. You understand?
Feedback is important.
Yeah.
What I've picked up is people are afraid to give you feedback as a supplier or a producer of a certain product
Or service.
or a service.
Yeah.
Feedback is important. As a team, if you're not happy with a certain product that you are paying money for,
Yeah.
you are more than welcome to give feedback and talk to the supplier. Tell them, hey, listen, I'm not
this
happy.
type of feedback.
How else are you expecting your supplier to improve if you are not giving feedback?
Because the first thing that we're so confident is to do is to go on social media. And when we go on social media, first thing that we think about is to destroy the image of that service provider or the product provider. And you've actually never communicated with them. And the first thing that you go is go on social media and you blast them. Give them that opportunity. Give them the grace. We also need to, as a community, come together and say better that our services and our products that we supply the best way we can. And then the best way we can is to supply izinto esaziyo which is going to be beneficial.
When you look at the packaging of most of these companies in the big supermarkets,
Yeah.
there's a place, Lana, Epaluoti complaints.
Yeah.
And then there's a number you call.
Yeah.
With us, you don't need to call a number, go through a call center. We're here.
Yeah.
You don't like his service.
Yeah.
You walk to his place. I'm like, hey, Babusbanban.
I don't like it.
Into yakho yihle impela kodwa ngathi ungaimprove la nala. Ubabusbanban goes back to the drawing board. Alungise lezi zinto lezi. And that way uzokhula naye.
Yeah.
And you'll find it business lakhe lizokhula because usumtshengisile ama flaws akhe.
Yeah.
So one, IntraCommunity Trading. IntraCommunity Trading, in fact. So we need to trade intra-community.
Yeah.
Siphakamisane. Start a business. I'll start a business. I'll support you. You support me. If I need raw materials, I'll come to you, get raw materials from you. Daisa, do whatever I need to do. I think that's one way. That's a start. It's not a solution. It's a start. It's a good place to start. I think if we can get to that point where we learn how to be self-sustaining, with even if it's a second income. So some people can be a primary income, are buying a secondary income. I'm not judging those who can't. Don't get me wrong. But if you can, start trading, start support. What I can say is this: in every community, there is someone who's selling something,
or who's offering up a service.
Yes, in every community.
Yeah.
When one of my companies is we deal with electronics.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get him 7, but I'm like, let me bring him along. Let me give him a chance. And sometimes I end up not doing anything. I ask him, ufuna malini, and I pay him what he asked for. Why do we feel the need to negotiate maskuluma nabantu in our community, but you don't see that unction to negotiate with
big companies?
These big companies.
That's why I say it's very important for us to build our economy. As I said in the beginning of the video, is that in order for us, number one solution is for our leaders to fight for us. Yeah. But number two, one of the things that we need to build up an ability to pay for the services that are rendered, to pay for the services and to make sure that those services that we do within our communities, that number three, they are best quality.
Yeah.
So all of those things can grow our economy so that we can, as we started the conversation, Wuti, it's very difficult to live as a South African now because cost of living has gone up. But we can change izinto. We can change izinto if we start building from within. If you notice, there's one thing I can commend our government for. There are programs. Yes, programs that are out there for small SMMEs, just like us. SMME,
micro
enterprises that are out there. If we need some type of funding, there's funding for SMMEs. Because they're trying to build that intra-community funding where we're building the communities that we are living in. So that's what I can commend. I'll say, government, thank you very much for those things. But we need a bit more of that. We need more of support. We need for you guys to be there constantly and showing us, okay, fine. If you're going to support the SMMEs, please support us in full. Because what we're doing, we're serving the communities that we are living in. In every community, there's somebody that's of service that is there, that is going to provide a service or a good that is going to satisfy the need that I want as an individual. So that is how we grow our economy. That is how we build our people. That is how we grow our GDP. That is how we go above and beyond, even to the extent where if we supply for external, we are able to supply internally and say, that's Simpiwe, no to Ushange Shenge. They're supplying something that we need. Let's actually export it and let's support it in a way that we know we are growing Shange Shenge as well we are growing the economy. So we're saying to our community leaders and to all of our community, number one, community leaders, be there for us. Number two, for all of the people that are communities, in our communities, start something that you know will build up your career and push you to areas or places where you know for a fact that you can reach, and that is success. That is that. That is my closing.
This is what I'm saying
Yeah.
in closing.
Yeah.
In addition to those points,
Yeah.
we appreciate our community leaders.
Yeah.
We appreciate our governments. You guys, niyasebenza.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not all of you guys.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Unfortunately, however,
Yeah.
niyasebenza. But it is also on us.
Yeah.
To start something. You can't help us if we are not starting anything. I can't say to you, but let me start something and then unhlangabeze somewhere. I remember we spoke about this in this other episode. I think it was our first visual podcast where we said, start something. No one is going to invest in a dream that you yourself are not investing in.
And that's why we're investing it daily. We're investing it weekly. We're investing it in monthly in this dream. Because nobody's going to support this dream unless we start supporting it ourselves.
Invest in your dream. Invest in who you are.
Because the dreams are valid.
Exactly. Believe in yourself. And then if all those boxes are ticked, and be consistent and in one, providing whatever you want to provide or whatever you want to do. And secondly, be consistent in improving. Be a consistent student.
Innovation.
Exactly. That's the word. Guys, siyabonga. I know this was a bit of a episode. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for staying to the end of the episode. And as always, we are Shenge Entertainment. We are on your YouTube page. We are on your YouTube page every Friday at 7:30 in the morning. Facebook page. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Also, Stola Nakona. I am Osimpiwe _M_Butelezi. This is Unlebo _Shage. And we thank you guys for your support. Ulavakonda. Thank you, brother. Unonto. Kwabe. Thank you. Who else? Every time I comment.
Nomcebo.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. Stacy. Guys.
Even Kululego.
Kulego.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you for watching Shenge Entertainment. We are out.